Is enablement really the secret weapon that more companies should be investing in but aren't?
I absolutely think that enablement should be an area that companies would be wise to invest in and to make sure that you do have a leader a leader in enablement that can build the foundations for enablement, which we kind of touched on in one of our last questions, Matt. And I think it is being very prescriptive on the programs that you build, who you and how you align your internal teams, which I think is this is where I'm going with where you can have enablement as a strategic weapon and a competitive driver for the business. And as we look to think about how you're really enabling the entire organization to be aligned, understanding each other's roles in how you impact the customer, each and every person in a customer impacts a customer. Excuse me, each and every employee impacts a customer in the organization in some way, shape, and form. And having everyone aligned on that view of what you're doing and how handovers happen internally, to me, is sort of driving towards organizational enablement and where I believe it becomes a strategic weapon if you're able to leverage enablement, not just in your go-to-market teams of marketing, customer success, sales operations, marketing operations, those kinds of things, but also thinking about how are you better driving the ongoing flow of information back from your prospects and your customers to what you're doing to develop and deliver from an engineering or a product development perspective to then better position because you understand the customer challenges even better to have
Mm.
a better selling motion. So the more that you can pull enablement into that process, you're able organizationally to be a better strategic planner and I think a better customer focused and maybe move you towards a customer driven organization. As you think about the lens that I'm putting on this is because I've been in tech for quite a while to provide a little bit of background on myself, you're very much focused on product, especially early on in the infancy of what you're doing to build
Mhm.
and grow and scale the business. That as you think about moving from that product led and, hey, I know all the answers, to really engaging with your external audiences and doing the due diligence and the research, but also having those good conversations with your prospects and your customers to add to the research to focus on where your differentiated sweet spot is based on the customer, based on the environment, based on the research. And I truly think that enablement is